Should I come out to my wife? The dilemma. We got a reaction. What's the deal? You already know this. Back at this one, another video to pump out to my young boys, maybe girls. As y'all into the stream, make sure you hit it with a like. If you watching this on the playback, make sure you hit it with a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Turn on the bell so you don't miss a stream. We watch all of this stuff together. So let's get into it. Now, if you seeing me for the second time, that's because the first time got messed up. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We about to just jump right back into it. We back like we never left. Let's get it.
Should I come out now? Yes or no?
Off tops, yeah, you should come out to your wife. I mean, why'd you even get married if you knew you was well, if we probably didn't know he was like this, but hey, you in this situation now, you in the waters right now, you might as well come out to her. You gotta tell her that. If that's something you battling, you gotta tell her that. You gotta tell her that that's something you battling with, that's something you trying to, whatever you love your wife, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go.
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
My wife is the most important person in my life, and I would never want to do anything to hurt her. But I'm also gay, so I'm not sure how to approach it, or even how to come out.
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This
He gonna
is the
come out.
dilemma.
He gonna come out. He gotta come out. I love my wife, but I'm gay. Should I come out now? Yes. That's a no-brainer. Yes. Come on out.
How long into the relationship did you realize you were gay?
I knew before I got married.
How did you meet your partner?
You knew before you got married? You been knew you was gay? And you still got married? Man, I don't know about that. Your wife must be oblivious or something. You must be doing a real good job of hiding it, buddy. Let's see.
We grew
Cause
up
you
in
can
the
hear the little spice in his voice, even with the voice changer. You can hear it a little bit. Ladies, if you got a boyfriend or something and he got that little sugar and spice got the little sugar and spice and everything nice. Hey, you need to ask some of them hard to ask questions, because you just might be in a situation like this farther down the line, and you end up getting cheated on, and he end up messing around with a dude, because you never know how somebody how somebody upbringing affected them, or what could have happened in their youth or whatever, and what kind of demons they battling and facing. And next thing you know, he got you 5 years into the marriage, and he's starting to get that little urge to be, sodomized. So you never know. You gotta ask these questions. I'm just keeping it 100. You gotta ask these questions.
together. We started off as friends, and best friends, and it grew from there.
Is your partner supportive of everything you do?
In our viewpoints on religion, yes. In terms of supporting the LGBT community, no.
So religion is a big cornerstone of your guys' relationship?
We both grew up in the same religious community, so we both grew up with the same values and the same social guidelines. So yes,
Do you think your wife knows you're gay?
no, she doesn't.
What was the main reason as to why you went to the yes side?
I have a few family members in the LGBTQ plus community. I know all their experiences coming out have been positive, at least in the long run. I really thought to myself about him coming here, wanting to, share his truth and, speak to us about it. I knew that it's about time. It's starting to boil over, and he needs to come out.
What was your reasoning for marrying a woman even though you knew you were gay?
I
Yeah.
thought that if I got married, it would change me, and not.
I almost don't even believe this no more just off of that answer. Is it really? I feel like honestly, y'all, when we watch these videos, we gotta take these with a grain of salt, because especially when big channels like this, like they need content. They need content. It ain't nothing to just grab a random dude or grab somebody that might work for the company or whatever. Throw him in a little mask, a voice changer, and have him bring out a scenario like this, because realistically, who's on that side getting married to the opposite sex just because they think it's gonna change them? Oh, maybe if I get married for a while, I'm gonna just wake up and start liking women. Like, bro, no. Come on now, we gotta have more brain cells up there packed up than that to believe something like that. Come on now, you really thought that, bro? Just off of that, I believe this is all. Just off of that, I'm going in. I'm going the rest of the way in with a grain of salt. I really don't even believe it no more. Cause who's doing that? We really out here doing that? Come on now, let's go.
Become straight.
What are your intentions?
That you could become
in
straight.
life, and how do you want to feel about your life?
I want to be truthful, but I also don't want to hurt the people surrounding me. I'm a very nice person. I don't lie. So the fact
I'm a very honest person. I don't lie. That's a contradiction right there. That's a little bit contradictory right there. You married a woman, but you knew you were gay, and then you come out your face and say, "I'm a very honest person." If that ain't a damn. I said one. Let's just go.
I'm basically living a lie right now gives me a lot of anxiety and depression.
Oh, okay.
But I know if I came out suddenly, it would devastate her.
The thing is, I'm bisexual, and I would have never said anything if I ended up falling in love with a man and everything worked out. And I fell in love with a woman, and I didn't want to hide anymore. Being your authentic self is my principle.
So, is there an expected fallout that extends beyond just the relationship of you and your wife? Like, is it more than just your guys' relationship that's at stake?
My job is tied to the church, so I could potentially lose.
Oh man, the Christian church. Not the church. You in the church? Oh man, you in the church? Why they? You in the church, bro? You in the church? No. Well, yeah, that's bad, brother. That's bad, man. You're in the church. You in the church. Well, I don't know, cause I know it's some churches they gonna wrap their arms around you. They gonna wrap their arms around you. They gonna have you. You might do a service, and a lot of these churches these days, 2022, these churches, you might mess around and do a service when you come out. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. You tied. You locked in with the church.
I would most likely lose my family, my friends, my wife. I would lose everything, basically. I would have nothing, and
Oh my God. See, now the grain of salt is now turning to getting a little smaller because I feel like they dragging it. I feel like they're really dragging it. He talking about, I would lose my job, I would lose all my friends, my wife, I'd have nothing, I lose everything. Like, I won't have anything. My life is over. If I say this, my life is over. Like, bruh, you married a woman. So even, in my opinion, I'm not even going to get into my opinion. You married a woman, you gotta have some interest in women. So if anything, you bi. You think everything ends because you're bi? I doubt it. They being real dramatic right now. I'm starting to think these is paid actors, bro. Cause why is he being so dramatic right now? It's not. Everything isn't over. You're not gonna lose everything. You're not gonna lose everything because you're bi, bro. Come on now. I would have nothing.
Who know about this?
I've never told anyone.
Just based on this information now, you guys can switch to the other side if you want.
Yeah, still bring your. They said get back in the closet, boy. They said get back in. They not get back. They said stay in that closet, boy. They said do not come out. You stay in the closet. You about to lose everything. You in the church. You in the church? They said stay in the closet, boy. Stay in the closet. Mm.
He was explaining what's at stake if he comes out immediately. Because of that, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? He's gonna be losing literally everything.
Man, shut up. Man, forget all of that. I'm gonna get a little serious here. We having a little fun tonight, but I'm gonna get serious here. Honesty is the best policy. Even if we were to take this as a real thing and he loses everything, you should have been honest from up front. You were this deep into the rabbit hole because you wasn't honest. You ain't gonna be able to find no solace, no freedom, no nothing if you ain't honest. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. So we know the kind of people these people is. He's gonna lose everything. I don't think he should do it anymore. Cowards. Let's get it.
So I feel like he needs to have some sort of plan in motion first.
The reason I said no, I'm bisexual. Same as you. It took me a cool minute to kind of come to terms with that. So it's like I look more at like, am I safe? If you do, gone. You could lose a lot of things that you built up on this foundation.
Have you at all considered reaching out to therapy or some sort of counseling to help you through this process?
In the community I live in, it's a little bit hard to find counseling. I live in a more rural area, so the majority of counselors are based through the church.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with God? And has there been moments where you've personally experienced him guide you?
Yeah, I would say, faith has been a deciding factor in all things that I do in my life. And I don't follow God blindly. I've felt him work in my life before. So for me, it's a real relationship that I have. And it's the most important relationship I have. God goes before everything else.
Faith is just a huge factor for...
It's the most important relationship you have. God goes before anything else. Then I'm going to call your bluff here, sir, because if that was the case, if God was that important to you, you would have professed your sins and these thoughts that's in your head. I don't know if you acted upon these desires and these temptations that you have, but if God was that important to you, sir, you would understand what that Bible says about this thing that you are battling, and you would come out. You would be honest. You would go to the church and tell them this is something you're battling with, and get that counseling and do whatever you got to do to beat that desire, beat that lust that's in your heart, and fight that demon off. So I'm gonna have to call your bluff on that, brother. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Let's keep going though.
For my truth, to me, that's what I resonated the most. So I wanted to be that representation of like, hey, if you just go in with blind faith, it could still work out.
If you show who you really are to somebody, to anybody, they're gonna show you who they are, like 100% of the time. And if you're surrounding yourself with people who are kind of not in support of the person that you really are, then that's not a healthy situation. And I think you should 100% come out, like, today.
I'm bisexual. It took me a cool minute. One of my, I'm not gonna name names, I'll say a family member, told my parents. It gave me a lot of anxiety. It was like, am I gonna get kicked out? I'm gonna stay here. Are they upset with me? It was very much like, okay, whatever, I don't wanna talk to you right now. And it's like, I know coming out, like everyone's like, do it, it's great, you'll feel better. But for me, coming out it made me feel worse. So I'm like, I live my truth, but it didn't make me feel the way I wanted to feel.
I believe that everybody should live their truth. You're not emotionally responsible for anybody. You don't owe anybody your life. You be you, and they'll figure out how to be them.
I think it's different, like you're saying, you're not responsible for other people's feelings, but it is, I know the guilt that I would feel as like a husband to be hiding something from my wife is like horrible.
Yeah, because like, let's also not forget that they are married. They have vows. And part of
There's
those
a lot
vows
attached
is
to
to
that.
tell the truth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you're taking away another person's ability to live in reality, and that's wrong.
I do want to point out that I'm not
Facts.
necessarily saying that he should wait like years to come out. I'm just saying take just like a couple months. Like I would say go to counseling, go to therapy, figure out who you are, and who you are even without the church and without your wife and without all of that stuff. Once you figure all that out, then you can start going through that process of how am I going to come out.
Yeah, but I think I think the focus.
No, it ain't no waiting, bruh. Come out today. Like said, you never know what while you sit up there call yourself in counseling, working on all of this. Your wife could be still thinking everything going good, and she planning all of this stuff. You never know what could be going on. She probably just done told you out the same day you sat up there, and you secretly going to counseling to get some help or whatever. She could be, man, I'm really so happy with my relationship. She could be doing she could just be doing whatever, bro. She could be really in la la land, and like you giving her a false reality, bro. And every second that go by that she's in that Tsukiyomi that you got her in, that Genjutsu, that Matrix, whatever you want to call it, whatever fake world that you got her in, bro, every second that she in it is wrong, bro. You got to tell her immediately that this is what you battling and this what it is. Let's keep going now.
Be more like him just finding himself, you know, like all that planning, you know, like where's he gonna go and all that stuff. Yeah, those are tough questions, but it doesn't have to be answered right now because, you know, it takes baby steps.
Facts. Wait, what? You had a good answer just a second ago. I don't buy it, bro. Your answer, you had one of the best answers, and you decided to switch up out of all the people?
Coming out is not ripping off a Band-Aid. It comes with so much anxiety. It comes with so much,
Cowards, I tell you. It don't matter what it comes with. It's going to be trials and tribulations with everything. People always want the easy way out. They always want it to be easy. They always want it to be smooth sailing. It's not gonna be smooth sailing. You dug this grave, you gotta lie in it. You dug it up, you gotta take accountability. Then we ain't even tapping into the fact that these are men. These are men, y'all. Notice the ones that's moving over to the right side are men. It's two dudes over there. Most of the women is on the left side. It's that role reversal. I keep going back to it. It's the role reversal. Our men hate accountability these days. He's talking about it's gonna be really hard, and who cares? It's supposed to be hard. You didn't just did that. Let's keep going, bruh. Let's keep going for
fallbacks depending on who you are, where your community is aligned. You know what I mean?
But come on, like, look at these guys. Are we expecting them to really be men? I mean, no shade.
And it shouldn't just be ripped off, because even ripping off Band-Aids hurt. You know what I mean? It's not a...
You hear this guy? Even ripping off Band-Aids hurt. Man, they about to come get me for this.
process just because it's quick. And people really need to understand that.
Man, y'all, I need to find that video. I need to make that a sound bite. The video where my man's sleeps like, strap your nuts on, Nick. Strap y'all nuts on. What is y'all talking about? Even ripping off Band-Aids hurt. Like, what is these dudes talking about?
Was there anything in the discussion that caught your attention in some way?
I think when they were mentioning when you come out, like right now, that person will show their true colors to me. That resonated with me because that is true. The other issue that was brought up was the point of counseling.
It's crazy because, bro, you would think a lot of this stuff be common knowledge and everybody just got these thoughts in their head, but people really need to be hearing, like, the most basic of things in order to, like, really, like, tap in. Like, he said that really resonated with him. You didn't think of that this whole time?
I feel like that can be beneficial.
I think there was too much discussion of what's step 10, what's step 7. What do we
Man,
do
fast
when we
forward,
see
bro.
this
Y'all gonna tell him to come out already? Y'all gonna tell him to come out? Come on now. What they about to say? Let's get it. Which ones he's gonna choose?
And so upon getting home, I told my wife that I wanted to do counseling. I was meeting with a wonderful counselor, and she has just been able to give us a lot of tools to work with. We meet one-on-one, so I get a chance to be very open with her about how I feel. So I think within the next few months, definitely, I'll be ready to fully come out and just prepare myself and my wife for that.
He chose the coward's way out. He didn't come out. You talking about in a few months? You said I'm gonna keep her in this Tsukuyomi? You said I'm leaving my wifey in the Tsukuyomi? What a joke, bro. I don't care, bro. Niggas gonna be like, you were being insensitive. It's really hard to come out, man. Think about her. Think about all of the people, man.
I feel like the weight's been lifted a bit. You know, I still have a journey to go through.
Ain't no weight been lifted. You ain't do nothing.
But I feel a bit of closure in the sense that I know what I want to do. While I do believe that it's a decision to make faithfully through God, I also think that it should be a decision that's made with the help of a counselor. I think that it's only fair to my wife.
Man, fuck a counselor. Do what you gotta do. Man, do what you gotta do, man. Why you need your man? Why you need other people, other influences to give you months and time and all of this? These niggas is soft. God, bro. That's the video for today, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Let y'all take care. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Turn on the bell if you so you don't miss no other streams, bro. We going up. This Monroe. Let you take care. Stay safe. I'm on y'all boys.